film begins with three friends from Detroit, Rocky, Alex and Money, breaking into the home of a wealthy owner. After Alex disables the security system, they start grabbing the best items available. When they're done, they throw a stone through the glass door and escape. One of the companions, Rocky, lives with her little sister, Diddy, her abusive mother, Ginger, and her partner, Trevor. Rocky promises to her sister Diddy that she will get them out of their misery, so that they can start a new life in California. Money gets a tip from one of his friends about a man who lives in a house and has over $30,000 hidden somewhere. The man is said to be a war veteran who lost his daughter in a tragic car accident and lives alone. Rocky goes on board as this could be the final heist, but Alex disagrees with the plan. He later relents when Rocky pleads with him because Alex has a crush on her even though she's dating Money. The three stalk the man's house and discovers that he is blind. Alex thinks it's wrong to kidnap a blind man, but Money says that just because he's blind doesn't mean he's a saint. Then the man's rabid dog jumps up to the car door and scares the friends. That night, the three initiate the robbery. The friends head towards the man's house. Money drugs the dog to knock him out, allowing them to safely enter the house. Rocky enters first and disables the security system. As her friends wait for her, Money teases Alex about his crush on Rocky. She returns and opens the door. Money then goes upstairs and finds a blind man sleeping with the television on. The blind man gets up and hears a noise, but he just turns off the TV and goes back to sleep. Money gasses the room so that the man won't hear anything. The three find a locked door leading to the basement. They think this is where they'll find the man's hiding stash. Money starts breaking down the door, causing the blind man to go downstairs. Money starts talking and says he doesn't want trouble until he decides to point a gun at the man. The blind man takes a few steps forward while Money holds a gun to his face. As he slowly approaches, the man grabs the gun from Money's hand and pushes him against the wall. The blind man asks Money how many are in the house. Money says it's just him and asks the man to let him go. Blind man loosens his grip, but he shoots Money in his neck and through the head, killing him. He drops Money's body on the floor while Rocky hides in a closet. The man then enters the safe containing his money and opens it. Rocky sees the code as he walks away. After the blind man begins to close all the doors and windows, Alex goes looking for Rocky. They decide to sneak through the basement and exit through the cellar door that leads outside. First, Rocky opens the safe and puts all the money in the bag. Then they head toward the cellar, but the blind man emerges from there. The two keep quiet as the man holds Money's gun. Someone's phone suddenly goes off and the man fires a quick shot. Rocky and Alex then go downstairs as the man drags Money's body out. In the basement, Rocky is surprised by a woman who's been chained up to the wall. Rocky and Alex panic and almost leave her until the woman picks up a newspaper article. Her name is Cindy and she is revealed to be the woman who accidentally killed the blind man's daughter, but was acquitted. Rocky and Alex set her free and led her to the basement door. Unfortunately, when they opened it, the blind man was there. He shoots a fire and strikes Cindy in the face, killing her. Rocky and Alex then hide, and the man realizes he shot Cindy. He wails over her body and screams in anger. Alex takes the man's key and decides to try to go back to the front door. When he and Rocky go back upstairs, the blind man turns off the lights in the basement, causing everything to go black. Rocky and Alex feel each other around as the man shoots the gun. Rocky almost touches the blind man until Alex calls her by name. The blind man grabs Alex and tries to shoot him, but his gun is empty. Alex slides a ledge over him, trapping him. He and Rocky then run upstairs. Alex holds the door closed with a lever. He and Rocky then try to open the door, only to find that the dog has woken up and is about to attack them. They run away from the dog and lock it in a room. Unfortunately, the blind man comes out of the cellar and attacks Alex. He punches him in the face several times, apparently to choke him with garden shears. He then finds Rocky and knocks her unconscious as well. Rocky wakes up in the basement, chained to the same spot as Cindy. She tells the blind man that this will not bring his daughter back. He says it's not entirely true. He impregnated Cindy in order to give him a child to make up for one whom she had killed, and once she gives birth, he will spare her. With Cindy's death, his unborn child also died, and he places the blame on Rocky. He then pierces Rocky's pants and grabs a buster filled with his semen samples. He prepares to impregnate Rocky, but luckily Alex gets up and grabs his hammer. He hits the blind man on the head, freeing Rocky. They then tie the man to a pole. She starts kicking the man and shoving a pear down his throat. They left him alone and decides not to get the police involved, because the man could easily tell the police that Rocky and Alex broke in. The two then go back upstairs to leave. They manage to open the front door, but the blind man has already gotten up and shoots Alex to death. Rocky runs away just as the man lets the dog out. Rocky goes back to the Money's car and tries to get in before the dog catches her, but she drops her bag outside of her car. Rocky opens the trunk, trying to trap the dog inside so she can get out. Her plan works and she goes outside to get the money, but a blind man comes out and knocks Rocky unconscious again. The blind man drags Rocky back to his home to finish his job. Meanwhile, a ladybug flies into Rocky's hand, giving her faith and hope in herself. Rocky grabs the controls and triggers the security system while an alarm distracts the men. She grabs the crowbar and whips the blind man several times in the head until he fell into the cellar and his gun goes off, shooting him in the side. Rocky then takes the money and leaves the house before the police arrive. Rocky is now at the airport with Diddy, ready to start a new life. Later, Rocky sees a news on television saying that the blind man was found alive and it was reported that only 2 burglars broke into his house and he killed them both. Rocky gets upset and then takes Diddy with him without looking back. So, that's the end of our movie. If you've come this far, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. See you later.